2 days has passed since you announced your pregnancy to everyone and Kojiro. Afterwards, you had sent a letter to Oba-chan to let her know of the special news. Especially even more surprising, Shinjiro-sama had seemed more relaxed and content after being told he's going to be a grandpa by his sons, which surprised you, since you were still a bit peeved that he never bothered to show up at your wedding, but he agreed to your union, so that's saying a lot. And of course, being the now pregnant wife of a Kojiro also meant you had to participate in the Rengoku's family tradition Kamakari ritual, much to your dismay. Such a strange supposition to believe in. It's obvious the flame-colored hair is a dominant gene trait. Besides, you won't know the sex of the baby until he or she is born. Feathered golden sunlight peeks through the foliage, dancing between the shadows of leaves and the branches of the tree. Ko, how much longer? Your voice breaks a piece. You couldn't see a darn thing 'cause you're blindfolded. We're almost there. Just a bit further, my love. Kojiro tells you as he becomes a guide to you, whilst holding your hand to his. With that, you say nothing and allowed your husband to lead you to who knows where he's taking you. After what felt like another minute, you finally came to a halt. Then, Kojiro turned to you, and the blindfold was soon removed from your eyes. We're here, he says, and once your eyes adjust, you immediately gasp in amazement at the scenery before you. Before you stood a sea of sunflowers, each one standing tall and proud, and each reminding you just how much you loved Kojiro. Beautiful and rich, an endless stretch of gold and emerald paradise that end in the horizon of the sunset. It almost felt surreal. The sunflower stalks toppled with the brightest and largest flowers. Oh my God, Ko, it's beautiful, you say in acknowledgement. Your response and reaction pleased him greatly as he gently took your hand and led you the dirt path that ran in the middle of the field. I knew it like this. He grins cheekily. A calm, gentle breeze blew through the flowers and moved them as the two of you continued to casually stroll through the field and admire the sunflowers, each standing tall and proud like an army facing the sky. They are all for you, my love. Each and every flower represents my undying love for you and my everlasting joy you've brought me, Kojiro tells you. His words left you breathless as you felt his overwhelming need to kiss you. You reached out a hand and gently caressed each sunflower stalk you walked past. How long have you known this was here? You asked him. I stumbled upon it while out on my mission, so I figured I'd bring you here and surprise you, he exclaims. However, I wasn't expecting you to surprise me with a special announcement. So, that's why you had the word sunflower on your minds. What can I say? He smiles innocently. You rolled your eyes. It's impossible not to find his gullibleness earling. Were there truly any words you could say to him that could equal to love you as much as he did you? You didn't know what the answer to that would be, but Kojiro himself is a precious gift that you would never squander or hate. And it is really good that he also considers your pregnancy a gift. You stopped walking and lovingly wrapped your arms around his waist, embracing him, before kissing his lips. Your husband responded back in kind, though there was a hint of limbo in it as he returned your affection. When you both broke apart, not leaving each other's embrace, you finally respond back. You really have to stop spoiling me, Ko. First a hori, then a diamond ring, and now a baby in a sunflower field. It's all too much. Never. He grins. My love for you both knows no bounds. I'll spoil the both of you until I breathe my last breath. The blush on your cheeks remained there for the rest of the day after hearing that. Of course, you went to bury your face in his neck and told him that he couldn't just say something like that so casually. Koji reminded you that he could become because of his love for you, and then suggests you both continue your stroll amongst these flowers and enjoy the rest of the day. Your peaceful stroll lasted long enough for you to get the idea of running through the fields with your love instead. You didn't know where the idea came from, but all that felt was the childish feeling running through as fast as you could. That being said, you pulled away from Ko and quickly darted a few feet away from him, spinting away from him with utmost ease, like spreading butter on toast. Kojo watched in awe as you glanced back at him with a slight composition. Chase me. It was what he read from your beautiful odd-colored eyes as you started to run ahead through the fields. Whilst laughing softly, Kojo returned the laughter back as he chased after you, his loving wife. It felt amazing. Once again, Kojo made you feel like the most special person in the world. You slowly stopped running once you completely surrounded by all the sunflower stalks. Your chest heaved as you tried to steady your breathing. Gotcha! You only laughed at your husband as he wrapped his arms tightly around you from behind. Kojo buries his face in your neck, placing sweet kisses against your exposed skin. You smile happily, feeling his hands move down to your baby bump. Out of nowhere, a dull ache swarms along your flank. You gasp, and Kojo quickly stops and focuses on you in concern. No sooner had the pain came, it quickly disappeared, leaving only a lingering throb that wakes. Is there pain? He asks on the edge of worry. It's okay. It's gone. You reassure him. I kept getting these tiny aches sometimes, but Ruru says it's 'cause my body is adjusting, so I'm not going to worry about it. You shouldn't dismiss it so casually, my love. What if... It's fine, Ko. You cut him off. At his huff of displeasure, you add, honestly, if I start to feel like it's something to be worried about, trust me, I'll let you know. You could see he wanted to say more, but refrains him from doing so, as he sighs and rests his chin on your shoulder. Okay, I trust you, he says softly. He eventually came to accept that whatever happens, you both would have to learn as times went. He'll be sure to look after you and hope that everything goes well. I love you, he whispers into your ear. You looked at him, meeting his bright golden and red gaze you loved ever so much, and answered back in a kind without hesitation nor pause. I love you too. You kissed another once more among the sunflowers. Another breeze drifted by, blowing through your hair and the sunflowers once again. It was only wildness, aside from the sunflowers, to see the love between you and just how happy you two were together.